Yo, how's it going, guys? KPR here, being as another video, and today I'm going to talk about more rivals. Now, specifically, what I want to talk about is that I believe every tank player or every flex player should know how to play the thing. The reason this is because it stops a lot of dives. He is really useful, and I actually use him a lot when I'm solo tanking. And the reason is because I'm able to get ult insanely fast due to his stone haymakers being a good way to charge up ult, since you're able to hit multiple people, and sometimes I even get it within 30 seconds of me using my ult. So I'm just like throwing out ults left and right just because I know I can get them insanely fast. And there will be some moments though where it's insanely difficult to play as solo tank, but that's more of an experience type of thing, because it really does take not a few matches, but quite a lot of matches to learn how to play the thing as a solo tank, and sometimes I have to do that. So it's a bunch of trial and error with them. You're just gonna need to learn how to play around them. But I'll give you guys some tips and tricks on how to play them, because this tank is insanely useful. It just stops a bunch of the dive, and I've seen that now he's getting banned in a lot of my comp matches. Sometimes it is against people I went up against and they see that I'm actually able to put in a lot of work with the thing, but then other ones it's more like they want to go dive, so they don't want to deal with the thing. And a weird one I still see be banned is Emma. Like, I understand it can be frustrating for dive to be grabbed by Emma, but she got nerfed this season and she's not as good as she used to be. And even then, playing around in Emma is fairly easy. It's mostly for people who are playing too aggressively and they don't know how to manage the cooldowns, therefore leading to the Emma taking advantage of that, grabbing you in important moments. And it's just a skill issue in my opinion. Playing around an Emma is like, dog, you can just go murk her backline, and if she comes back to you to help out her support or her DPS, like, just back out of that. Don't keep trying to murk them, just distract them enough so your team can take advantage of that moment and help you out as well. But anyways, my dudes, alright, so with the thing, what I like doing with them is playing them really aggressively. Now this can become a problem for me from time to time because sometimes I push up too much and then I don't notice sometimes that my whole backline somehow got murked, even though I'm dealing with like four to five people at times. I'm like, alright, well, damn, I know what to do right there, because I was dealing with a bunch of them and like two people murked you guys. It's like, alright, whatever. So yeah, just be very wary of that, because there will be those moments a lot when you're like feeling like you got most of the team on you, so you're like, all right, cool, my team's gonna back me up, then you somehow get murked and you're like, how the hell did everyone die? So just pay close attention to your backline as well, and since you're the thing and you see there's a BP or a Spider-Man, make sure to prioritize them whenever you see them diving your support, because your charge will be able to stop any movement ability, and it really screws over a Black Panther, making them switch almost instantly. And if they don't switch, they're basically throwing, and that's going to be a free dub for you. A Spider-Man is a bit harder to go up against, but if you time it correctly, you're going to be able to hit those charges and he won't be able to escape, making him have a bad time. And what you can also do now is actually charge right at him with your other dive ability, and it comes in insanely useful this meta. You can make sure that your haymaker brings down flying targets, and it seems like they get annoyed as well, because there have been so many matches when I've gone up against an Iron Man and he tries to prioritize me from long range, but then I dive him, then he just starts flying away. It can become pretty annoying too though, just because they can fly a bit faster than you, at least only the Iron Man can. So I wouldn't suggest always focusing him. I would suggest you putting your attention mostly in the front line, so you're able to tank a bunch of the damage. He is insanely good for that due to the charge giving him bonus health, so you're going to be able to tank a bunch of damage. Just make sure to watch out for the cooldown though, because sometimes I'd be spamming the button and then I still got like 3 more seconds left on it, then I got murked. So just pay attention to that. Now, a good thing about the haymaker, which is his alt fire or whatever you guys want to call it, is that it has no cooldown, so you're able to use it right away. Now, what I also see a bunch of things do, and this is even like lords, granted lord doesn't mean that you're going to be good with the thing, it just means that you have a lot of playtime with them. I've seen them only use the haymaker whenever they see a group of enemies. Now, I wouldn't suggest really doing that. You can actually use your little 2-hit combo, then use the haymaker. That's way more viable. Like you guys see right here, I do 2 hits, then I use the haymaker. That is insanely better than just using the haymaker, because they could be out damaging the haymaker, and then you're able to actually get a few hits before using your other haymaker, therefore making your DPS a bit better. I get my ult insanely fast, like I mentioned before. This is because I play a really aggressive playstyle, and that's what I would suggest going for when you're playing the thing. Of course, maybe when you're starting off, try to play a bit aggressive, but then fall back a bit more so you're able to get the hang of it, and that once you get into the rhythm, this will become fairly easy and you'll be able to dominate in a bunch of the lobbies you go in. And I would say now that with the new ability he got, and that you're able to use the haymaker at the same time, is that you are able to be even more aggressive than you were able to be in the last season. I would argue that the thing right now is one of the best tanks to go. Granted, a lot of people don't like playing him for some weird reason. I don't know why. I have seen quite a few things on the enemy team, but on my team, I don't really see that many. And when I do, they don't really seem to be doing some of the combos that they should be doing with the thing. And I'm just like, dog, come on, you guys should know how to do this. Now, another tip I'll give you guys is that when I do the haymaker combo, sometimes I also do my charge at the same time, so I'm able to even get more damage, and they're not really going to be able to fly out or use any of their movement ability, so I'm able to build up charge insanely fast off of them. Remember, in order to build up charge insanely fast, you're going to need to be really aggressive and be hitting 2 to 3 targets at the same time with your haymaker. That's probably the best way to be ulting, and his ult is insanely good. I've recently seen though that there is a tech to do with Emma in order to block the thing's ult, and I was like, dog, thank God these dumbasses ban Emma like left and right, and I'm just like, all right, I ain't got to deal with that. So yeah, just try to learn the thing in order to help out your team if you like playing tank, or if you like flexing and you're trying to see which tank you want to learn how to play next in order to rank up faster. I would say I have a pretty high win rate when I go the thing, even when I solo tank like I mentioned before, just because I'm used to doing it. Sometimes the matches don't go well, but that's just a whole team diff at that point. I would say this season the thing probably went from being A tier to probably a low S tier type of hero. But hey, that's just my opinion, my dudes. But those were the tips and tricks I wanted to give you guys in order to learn how to play the thing. There probably were a few things I missed, but these are some of the basic things you should learn how to do if you're going to start maining or try to get better with the thing. I drop a bunch of games now where I get 50 to 60 kills with them, and sometimes I don't win them. I'm just like, dude, come on. It's like, I know I'm putting in work with the thing, but my teammates just get diffed insanely hard, and you just can't do nothing about those type of matches. But anyways, my dudes, that's all I really wanted to let you guys know, give you guys these tips and tricks. Let me know down in the comments if you guys believe these tips were useful, and if you guys are going to start maining the thing. Also, let me know down in the comments how the match is going for you guys. Right now I got up to Diamond 1, so close to getting into Grandmaster. Hopefully I do. I just need 2 more matches, I believe, in order for me to rank up. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you guys are enjoying the content, please subscribe. With that being said, have a good day and stay safe. Later.